Hello friends, now I give you a program demo that is 14.8. Through this demo you can understand all the points so far we discussed practically, but this code is somewhat different and a little difficult also. You must carefully write the code because here two classes are there. So, in our code it should be reflected, that is why little complexity is there. You must carefully understand each bit of the code and you must write the program. By that only you can own all these concepts perfectly. Now, you see I am defining only one class, that is outer. Outer, the entire thing including this is the body. Okay. In this what I am defining, actually in outer class one field I have defined. This is a instance field and it is private instance field out variable, and names also I have given like that. By that you can, if I give ABC, you may not recall that. That is why I have given self explanatory names, out variable, and it is private and initialize with 10. Actually, for the sake of simplicity I initialize, it is not compulsory and all that. Thereafter one method I have written, that one instance method. In that this out variable value I am writing, and thereafter I have defined one inner class, and here inner class variable also from outer class demo I want to write, but I commented it out. Okay. Just understand what is the purpose of that. Thereafter one inner class I have defined, its name is inner. In that again like this only inner variable I have defined and initialized with 20, that is also private. So, outer class is having one private variable and inner class is having another private variable, and outer class is having one instance method demo, out demo, and inner class is also having one inner class demo, one method, instance method. In this what we are writing, out variable, this and outer this. Actually this already explained to you in previous chapters. Actually it gives the reference, it gives the hash code of the particular class, hash code. What is hash code and all that you can understand later in collections, I will explain. I do not want to deviate. Actually whatever class we create, for that Java compiler gives a unique number, unique code, whatever class we create and all that, for all of them it creates a unique code that you understand as a hash code. Okay. Do not go into the further details, but contextually I will explain. So, when you write this within the nested class, then its hash code is demonstrated. Here outer dot this, actually this is also a independent class, for that also one hash code is created by the compiler, that is printed. This means inner class hash code, and outer dot this means outer class hash code is displayed with this, that is the purpose of that. So, through this inner demo what we would like to print, one is outer class variable value, and second one is this, and outer class this. If you want to print inner class variable value also you can do that, nothing wrong in that. Thereafter now main method within the body of the outer only I have defined. In this I am creating object for inner. Now the syntax is entirely different. Earlier you know well how to create object, that is this code you know. Now here one class is nested in others, that is why what you are writing, outer dot inner, outer class name dot inner class name, object reference A, new outer dot dot new outer dot new inner. this syntax is special, you must remember. Now, object is created for the inner class, then a inner demo, I am calling this one, I am calling this inner demo, this one. Thereafter, outer B, new outer. For this, no special syntax. Inner, you have, it must have the identity of outer. That's why you link it up with outer. But outer is independent. For that, you need not write this type of code. Again, outer demo you call. That is all about the code what I have written. Let us see the output. Now, here see outer value 10. Actually, as a result of that, outer variable value, out variable here you take as out variable, that E10 is printed, there is no problem. And actually, if you open this, I commented it out. If I open this, error will come. Why error will come? What is the limitation I told you? Outer class can access only non-private members of the inner class. But what about the inner class variable? It is a private member. That is why outer class cannot access that. So, what we are doing? This outer class would like to access the private member of the inner class. That is why error will come. If you open that, if you remove the comment symbol, error will come. So, however, you see that you open after completion of this, after seeing this thing, you see that nothing wrong. So, next let us come to this. Now, you see out variable we are writing, that is printed like this and all that, there is no issue in that. That means what you understand, inner class can access the members of the outer class even though they are private. That means inner class can freely access private and non-private members of the outer class. That you can see, you write your program and see. And once you do not limit with my program, I have lot of limitations. I told you, na, here space limitation is there. I cannot write everything meticulously. That is why you download this material. While watching my lecture, you should have the copy of this thing on hand. Then only you can get the maximum benefit out of that. Thereafter, you see this what I told is hash code. That is hash code is printed, inner class reference here, because of this, that is printed, because of this is printed. That you have to understand. Mainly what you have to understand is this syntax, and you must underline this point, that is inner class can access the private members of the outer class, even private or non-private. Outer class cannot access the private members of the inner class. That means it can access non-private members of the inner class. Through this program, you must understand this point. Finally, because of that, what are the advantages by creating inner classes? We have to learn. The first thing is integrity. Actually, already I told you, always remember that college canteen example and all that. What is that? You can practically understand. So, that integrity is very much required. The second one is because of that, logical grouping. Actually, a collection of classes are performing a task. In order to perform the task of the all classes, there should be a logical grouping is required. That practically whenever program demands, you can experience that. In the meantime, you understand that it is a logical grouping. Because of the logical grouping, overheads are reduced, some limitations can be overcome, and ultimately result can be achieved smoothly. Actually, an outer class and inner class are defined independently, and no nesting was made. then what happens? Then what happens? Private members of one class cannot be accessed by other class, but in this case private members of the outer class can be accessed by the inner class. That type of privilege you can understand. And second one is more encapsulation. Actually, encapsulation means we are creating single entities through encapsulation. Because of that, more a scope of better encapsulation is created. And third one is the most important is readability. A logically related group of classes are placed in one place, understanding problem, the readability of program is improved. So, these concepts first understand theoretically, and whenever you find this type of requirement in your program, then you can better understand. Then you understand the need of creating nested classes. Nested class means you have to understand either inner classes or nested classes, that you have to understand.